Hey guys, how are you? Yes, it's me hanging out and going to do a little art today. But before I do that, I want to share with you guys that I have an exhibit, an opening. I'm going to pin this down. I have an exhibit opening coming up at Four Chapters Gallery in Kansas City, Missouri. Hold on, let me put that on there so you guys can actually look it up at Four Chapters Gallery if you want to see that exhibit. And if you are in Kansas City, Missouri, hey Kelly, if you are in Kansas City, Missouri, you could definitely go by and check the exhibit out. Here is the exhibit information here at the Four Chapters Gallery. This is my We Are Still Watching exhibit that will be there. So definitely, if you get time to go by and check that exhibit out, it's actually a really great exhibit. I don't know if, went the wrong way with that page, didn't I? Hold on, let's go back. So as you can see, it's my We Are Still Watching exhibit. It's actually a pretty amazing exhibit, and I think they did a phenomenal job setting the exhibit up. It's just looks absolutely beautiful in their gallery. There will be an artist talk on that Friday, February 5th. I think that's at 7 o'clock, and then there'll be another one on February 6th. I will be speaking with families on February 6th. So if you are in Kansas City, Missouri, or know people that are in Kansas City, Missouri, definitely have them come out. You will have to. I think what they're doing is you have to sign up or register for that. So definitely come and check it out. Also, I'm going to more than likely live stream that Friday. I'm looking to do a live stream that Friday. So hopefully I will be on here on Friday, live streaming the art talk. So definitely look forward to coming and hearing me do the live stream art talk. And once again, that's Four Chapters. You can go to fourchapter.gallery. I think it's fourchaptersgallery.gallery.com. But it's fourchaptersgallery.gallery. Fourchapter.gallery. That's what it is. So definitely go and check it out, and would love to have you watch. If I when I live stream it, just be watching here. It's 7 o'clock Kansas City time, so I'm not quite sure what that would be, but I will schedule it so you guys will have it and you'll be able to kind of check it out. So I will be live streaming that from the actual gallery, and you can watch it right here on my Louise Cutler Studio page or my Louise Cutler YouTube page or any of my pages that I monitor. So come by and check it out. Hang out with me during that and listen to the talk for the We Are Still Watching exhibit. If any of you know, you can always go and check out what the We Are Still Watching exhibit is about on my YouTube channel, just Louise Cutler Studios, and you can find the We Are Still Watching. Okay, so let's do, actually, hold on, let's see. Yeah, so let's do, we're gonna move on to, let's go back there. We can take this off. So we were working on this, but yesterday we worked on a mask, and I want to show you guys how that turned out. It looks pretty fabulous. I love it to death. Hold on. I had to have some water. I was a little parched. So we're going to look at we're going to look at the mask that we did yesterday. I had a fun day today. You know, I got to speak with some students from a school in Kansas, which was awesome, and got to what else? I got to help somebody work on their computer, help to create a website and things like that. So I had a fun, productive day. So if you're out there, let me know what your productive day was like. What kind of things that you do today I would love to know. So just let me know if you're out there hanging out with me. Let me know what your day was like. So I'm going to go over and grab the mask so we can see what that mask looks like right now because it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to grab the mask that we did yesterday because this turned out really, really nice. So let me grab it. And I'm looking at the mask right now to see if I want to add more to it. So here it is. I'm going to lay it down because I took all the rubber bands off of. I had a piece of metal leaf on it because I wasn't sure. It's like, should I add some metal leaf to it? So check it out. That turned out really cool. Let's see. Can you see that? Let's remove the 4-chapter gallery there. So there we go. So here it is. This is what the mask looks like right now. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I did go ahead and keep the, see, there we go. Let's move it right there so you guys can see it. So I did go ahead and keep the resin button dots that I made on it because I really like that. And here we go. We're going to take that off. So you can see it gotten pretty stiff, but we're going to go inside and we're going to make it a little stiffer. So we're going to add a little bit more to it to stiffen it up. Because you can see it still has a little bit of movement, but that mask turned out really, really cool. So, and I'm actually looking to, since I did this, I'm like, oh, okay, these are cool. So I might do something else that's a little different. But I love how this turned out because it did its own thing. It's like, even though I did it, it still kind of formed itself and did whatever it wanted to do. And so now I'm like, wow, is this even the mask for this? And I think it's going to come down a little bit because I want this hanging part to hang. So I might even bring it down, or I might put it on a different piece of wood because of the way it turned out and how neat it looks. That's pretty awesome. I am definitely I'm definitely digging this mask. I think it looks pretty awesome, and I can't wait to make the next one. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this mask, and I'm actually going to start. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to start working on another mask because this one's kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and put like a filler in because I want to make this a little stiffer. And I attach these eyes and I'm letting those dry. So, and this is still kind of drying in here. There's a few little moist parts still in here, but I'm going to get a different piece of wood and just see what another piece of wood looks like. Cause I'm like, I like this, but I'm thinking I might want to do this on a different piece of wood because I have some other pieces of wood. So I'm just going to grab a piece that I have just to have a look to see what I have. So, and I have a piece back here that I'm going to look at. So this is a neat piece right here. Look at that. That's a pretty cool piece of wood too. You see that? Isn't that a cool piece of wood? So, and I love, look at all this. Isn't this amazing? Look at all of that's in there. I mean, this has a lot of interesting characteristics. So, and I think I like these I'm going to pull off because they're just hanging too much. So when there's stuff that's hanging too much, I go ahead and take it off because it'll be a little harder to work with and a little harder to get it to stay in its place. So I'm thinking I might use one of these. I might use something like this, trying to see how it's sitting. So I might use something like this, and I might use this on this piece of wood, you know. So I might use this on this piece of wood where I can bring it to a different area on the wood. So you can see this is kind of cool. Put it over here. And then I can let this hang some. And then I have this piece kind of sitting out. Or I might take it, I don't think I'll put it over here because that looks kind of ghosty where it's floating. So if I did put it anywhere, it would be somewhere in here. So somewhere in here like that, or somewhere over there. So I'm still trying to figure it out, Or I might just leave this mask all by itself and just make it so that it's a freestanding mask and just make something a little different for this piece. But I love, love, love what happened with this mask. And so this actually turned out really cool. And I love this piece of wood. This is a really fun piece. And I feel like there's so much more I can do with this. So this is another piece I'll be looking at as well as this one as time progresses and see what it is I want to do with it, because I'm looking at this and I can put resin in these spaces, which is awesome. You know, I'm looking at the spaces where I can put resin, and I clean this out a little bit and just put resin in there, and I can do some resin in there and probably even some resin in here if I cleaned that out a little bit. But yeah, this is an awesome piece of this is an awesome piece of wood. So I have a couple of these. So I'll be working on that as well, but not tonight. I'm not gonna work on that tonight. Tonight, I'm going to work. I'm going to work on this piece right here. I'm going to do a little painting on it and kind of follow some of these, and then I'm going to resin the whole thing. Just like I did the last one, I'm going to use some resin. And whether or not I use this mask, I'm not sure if this mask is quite the mask for this piece of wood. So I'm going to see, because you know, different masks are for different pieces of wood. And now that I've done this, well, I don't know, I might still use this one. I'm just trying to see how I would go about using it, because I can definitely use it this way. Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna lift this up. And I'm actually thinking of putting it, like if I take it and I put it like right in here, because I like adding these masks to the piece of wood. So I'm thinking if I add it somewhere in here in the center, it would sit in the center of this piece of wood, or somewhere up in here. And it can even go like in here. If I did a couple of masks, I can mask it over there like that. So there's several different ways, but all in all, I'm thinking I may or may not use this particular mask, and I might make something a little different for this piece of wood, because that mask turned out so amazing. Till I'm not sure if I want to use that mask on this one. I'm I might go a totally different route with the mask, and I might just take this little mask and put it on here because of the color, and it lays pretty flat. So I might just go with this little mask here, this little face right there, and just put this on here. And then I might just take it and do some other stuff with it. But what I want to do today is I want to take some color. I'm just going to take some color like I did the other day and just go along some of these areas, because I like going along some of the areas with color. And then after that, I like adding the resin to the whole thing, adding the resin. This wood feels so nice, and it's almost like a not furry, but it's just really, really soft. This particular wood is very soft, and I like the feel of it. It has nice feel to it after I sanded it. It has a gorgeous feel to it. So I'm trying to get that off. That's some kind of, it's not resin, but it's something. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add this particular mask to it. But I am going to thicken this mask up so that it sits and it's a little more solid. But yeah, I love this mask. That mask turned out pretty fantastic. I'm going to stick this back on here to see if I can hold it in place so it's not falling so much. So what I'm going to do is, and then I'm thinking about adding some embellishments to this mask too. Maybe something a little lower down, because it reminds me of steampunk or something like that. So I'm going to add a little bit more to it. So I'm going to do a little bit of painting on this. I think I have some water somewhere around here for my brush. If not, I'm going to go grab some water for my brush. I'm going to grab this little this little thing here, and put some water in it. And remember what I said, make sure that drinking water, don't put drinking water in little cups that you're going to use for other things. So there we go. So I got that. And I'm just going to do a little painting on this particular piece of wood. So I'm going to bring this one down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And like I did with the other one, I just went in and painted in some of the little areas and then followed some of the actual marks on the wood. I had a lot of fun following the marks on the wood and creating from those. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, like I did with that, and just take some color and I'm just going to follow some of the little marks on the wood. And that's it. I'm just going to take color, like the reds and the blues and things like that. And I'm just going to follow the little areas. And this time I'm going to add a little white. And I have this gold color. And that's actually an ink. So I'm going to use some of that too. And I'm going to move this over because this looks almost like my water jug, and but it won't in a minute because I'm going to be putting color. It'll be colored, and so I'm going to add. I'm going to start with this blue, and now this blue is both an ink and a pigment. So, and that's why I like it. So I'm going to start with this blue. Look at that. Look at my hands. It just got all over my hands. So we're going to start with this, and then I'm just going to go in here and look at where I would like this blue to start, and I think it's right here. This is where I want this blue to start. And remember, I like using blue because blue reminds me of water. And so I love, love, love using blue because, and I'm not, and normally I'm using a blue resin because I have a blue resin too, but I will not be using resin on this particular one because there's not a lot of like spaces. Normally when I use resin, I'm using resin in a crack, a different crack that might be in the wood. And so I'll take the resin and use it in a crack in the wood, which is also a lot of fun for me because I create these really, really amazing patterns with it when I use the resin in the cracks. But this particular wood doesn't have a lot of cracks in it, so I won't be using resin in the cracks. So since I won't be using resin in the cracks, that's when I just use the blue. And like I said, the blue always reminds me of water, and that's why I put it on there because it's the water. And to me, water is life-giving. So anytime I add water, it's about life crossing over, those kind of things. So that's one of the reasons why I like using the water, the blue in my paintings or in things. Normally, if I'm using them in paintings, it's some type of giver, provider, something like that. So I'm going to use this blue in here, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that. And like I said, when I'm done painting this, then I'll use a resin on top of it. And actually, it looks pretty fabulous, especially this blue. This is a pearlescent. This is a pearlescent blue. And so it looks really neat when you add the resin on top of the pearlescent blue. It really, really pops. It really makes that pearlescent blue pop out when you put that resin on top. So I definitely like using resin with this blue. And I didn't think I did until I actually put resin on it. And I saw what it looked like. And I was like, whoa, I love this. I love this. So yeah, I love adding resin to along with this blue. So I'm gonna see where else I might want to add some of this blue because I do like using it. And actually, I am going to add some along these. And what I like to follow is I like following the lines of the actual tree, where you know how old the tree is, the rings in the tree. I like to follow the rings in the tree with the paint. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going around following the rings in the tree with the paint, which is fun, fun, fun for me. So, and it's fun because I know what the outcome is going to be. I know what the outcome is going to look like. That's why I like following the rings with the color, because I know once I add the resin to it, it's going to look fantastic. It's going to be very dynamic. So I'm going to follow the rings around. And oh, you know what I didn't do today? I didn't show one of my pieces from the quarantine because normally I show at least one, and I could do that a little later. But right now I'm going to work on this, just painting, doing the painting portion of this because I'm enjoying doing the painting portion of this. So now I'm just looking at other areas that I can add the blue to. Like some areas lends itself to the blue and other areas do not. So this lends itself well to the blue. So now go ahead and put some blue in here and just follow this pattern, follow it along, follow along with that pattern and keep going with that. So it's fun. And let's see. And this is like a what you call it pattern of the tree rings. It's just the tree rings and how old the tree is. And I like following those with this color, adding this color to it. So you have like the tree rings and this awesome color that's following the tree ring. Follow the tree ring. To make a whole tree ring song, right? Follow the tree rings. Follow the tree rings. So there we go. So follow the tree rings. That's what we just did. There we go. And then it has these little lines right here. So I'm actually going to do something with those. Actually, I'm going to take the gold and I'm going to make those gold because I know when I add the, what you call it, they're going to pop. They're going to pop. So I'm going to add this gold color. And this right here is actually an ink. It's a gold ink. So I'm going to add that to these because I really like these. And I love just doing like little random things here and there. That's what I like doing. So it just kind of just doing little random things here and there is a lot of fun. And so that's what I'm doing. It's just when I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh, that might look cute with me just doing like little random color here and there, because that's basically what I'm doing, is this little bit of random color, popping it here and popping it there. And then, I might go back in with another color on top of it. Who knows? Who knows? That's the beauty of what I'm doing is I can just do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want or whatever I see. So that's what I'm doing with these colors. There we go. With this gold is adding it right here. And then there's a couple other spaces that I'm going to add a little bit of this gold, like right in here. Now I'm not going to add a ton of it, but I'm going to add it to different areas that I think would make a nice addition. So I'm going to add a little bit of gold here and then add some down there. And then I'll show you what that looks like in a minute once I'm done with that. I'm going to show you what that looks like because once I add the resin to it, it's going to be fantabulous. Yes, I use the word fantabulous. And it's a word that I want to use. So there. All right, so I think that's all the gold I'm going to add for now. Well, actually, I'm going to add some right up here. I'm going to add some right up here. So my goal is like going to be my random color, my random act of kindness. That's what the goal is going to be. It'll be my random color that I place in just some obscure places. So my random gold here and there. And that's basically what it's going to be, my random gold color here and there. But it is on certain portions of the wood that may have come out a little lighter or been some, not damaged, but it's a little bit different. There's these little white spots on the wood. And so those are the spots that I'm just using the gold on to create this really neat area of gold. So there we go. There we go. And I'm going to streak it up a little bit right in here. So I can have this little bit of gold streak, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. So there we go. We have this little bit of gold streak going. I like that. We didn't use gold last time in our other one. So it's kind of nice to use just this little bit of gold on this one. And then I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to bring that over so you can see it. I'll lift it up so you can see it. Let me finish adding this bit of gold here. And then I'll lift it up so you can see it. There we go. You definitely have to add some water to it to get these to go into these little lines. And use your pen. Use your hands wisely. So I got the gold on there. I'm going to show you. And it's not done yet. I'm going to add some red. But I'm going to just lift it up to show you what I'm doing because I know it's hard to see. I'm just going to lift it this way. And I don't know if you can see that, but hold on. Let's do it this way. See if you can see it that way. So you can see some of the colors I'm adding. And then once I'm done with this and I add the resin really makes the colors pop. And so once I'm done with this and I add the resin, and then I'm probably going to do like a wash on it, which is what I did the last time I did a wash. But I'm going to add some red now. I'm going to add some red. And like I said, I might just go over it with a full wash. I don't know. I'll see. This is just, like I said, this is just something I enjoy doing. Thanks. So this is just something I enjoy doing. So I'm going to use some red and do a little red here and there. So let's add a little red now because like I said, I always like to add some red too because the red has its own significance for me when I create these. The red has its own significance. And so I definitely like to add red to it. And I don't know if you remember when I was saying, anytime I work on wood, I always add red somewhere in that wood because of the fact that this is a tree. And, many people have died on trees, even though trees are beautiful and they are life sources to me. There's been several people, have died on the tree. Christ died. They died on a tree, and lynchings happened on trees. And so there's lots of things that signifies death. And so I like to add red to anytime I'm doing something on a tree bark, I like to add red to it. So this kind of shows those kind of things that are a part of our history. And so anytime I'm doing something on a tree bark, I add some red to it. I like to add red to it. So, and that's my way of showing some reality of what has occurred on trees. So, and this thing I love, 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 love doing these trees because that's what they are, trees. They're trees to me. So I'm going to finish that. And then, because I like to finish the painting portion even before I even think about the resin portion. So we'll just add some paint here and there. And then I am going to do a black wash on it, which I probably should have did earlier, but it doesn't matter. These colors are pretty strong colors and they'll come through a black wash. And what I might do is I might do the alcohol resist. Once I put the black color down, I might do the alcohol resist. Oh, I might do the alcohol resist on this. So once I finish putting down color, I'm going to get back in. I'm going to go in and do a white wash. And so I might end up doing the alcohol resist with that white wash, just to kind of show the different kind of colors that are going to be put on here. So once I finish this, so I'm going to go ahead and follow this around with the red, follow that around with the red, and then I'm going to add the red in other places. So I'm going to go and find some other little areas that I want the red to on. So I'm going to come over here and there's this really cool line right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use the red on this line. So, and then I'll show you what that looks like once I lift it up. But I like using the red in the veins of the wood. So I like putting the colors in the veins of the wood. So that's basically what I'm doing. The tree rings is where I'm putting the color on these. So I'm going to put some more color here. And this wood is very absorbent. I'm going to tell you. I tell you. So it's very absorbent. So let's see that. Do that. So there we go. Nice. So I'm going to show you this when I'm done putting the red in. I'll show it to you. So it's basically what I'm doing is I'm just following the little veins in it, which are the tree rings. I'm just following those because this is going to be an exciting piece once I add the resin to it. So, and I've totally enjoyed adding resin to the things that I'm doing. I have totally enjoyed doing that. And this right here looks like it's having fun. It's a piece and it looks like it's having a lot of fun. So I'm just going to keep it going right here. Keep it going. There we go. So I just like keeping the lines going and let them go where they're going to go. Let everything kind of go where it's going to go without me hindering it because it doesn't need me. It doesn't need me stopping it from being what it is, you know? It's like it doesn't need me to stop it from being what it is. So I don't. I don't stop art. I don't stop my art from being what it's supposed to be. And you say, well, Louise, what it's supposed to be? I don't know. That's why I don't stop it. I'm waiting to see too. I'm waiting to see, just like you're waiting to see, what is that going to look like? I don't know. I'm waiting to see with you. I'm waiting to see what that's going to look like too. So I'm waiting for it to come out of its shell and show me what it's going to look like. So that's what I do. When I'm creating, and then I'm waiting for it to develop, waiting for whatever it is to develop. And then once it develops, it's cool. It's all good. It's all fun in the sun. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to bring it over here. Actually, that might be blue that I'm going to bring over there, not red. So that looks like somebody is, So I like that, and I like finding little shapes and everything. I really like finding shapes in everything that I do. So once I find shapes, I like to paint them. And that's what I'm doing with this. Actually, I'm going to do some more blue because I found the shape that I want the blue in. And then I'm going to hold this up so you can see it again. So you can see it again. So I'm going to hold it up so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to run some more blue here. And then after I do this, I'm going to get the black out. I'm going to get the black out, and then we're going to literally cover this whole thing in black. We're going to cover it all in black and see what we think. Because I'm one of those, I'm a firm believer, I can go over certain things anyway. So, okay, see, I'm getting sleepy, right? I'm getting sleepy. So, I like that. I like where I've added different colors. And I'm not saying I'm done with colors because I might add more colors as it goes on because I don't know if I'm done with them. And I don't think I am. I think I'll be adding more color because I'm definitely not feeling that I'm done with the colors that I've added. So I'm not feeling a sense of quitting because it's done, because I don't think it's done. So I'll just keep doing this until I feel like, okay, that is done. So there we go. All right, I like that better. I like that better. Sometimes I'll put things down and then I'll go back and because I don't like it. Um, and then I'll go back and put some other stuff on it, and then I love it. So that's what I'm doing with these. It's like, wasn't sure if I liked those, but then I went back and embellished them with some other stuff, and then I just fell in love with them. I love them. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love them. So I know it's like, all right, enough of that. Love them. I think I kind of got stuck on that. It's like a record that just continues to play in one spot, and you're thinking, ugh, I have to get up and change that, right? So here we go. There we go. So I'm going to show you guys this in a minute. But this looks like a really long pipe. One of a kind, right? Here it is. This just looks like a really long corn pipe at that. Yeah, that's what it looks like. A really long corn pipe that goes all the way up here, where the pipe is all the way down there. So I'm gonna let you guys see this again, and you guys can tell me what you think. Hold on. We're gonna go right here lightly. We're gonna go right here lightly, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing so far. All right, I like that. So let's hold this up again so you can see what I'm doing so far. Look at that. See those colors in there? Nice. You see them? Very nice. So I'm almost done with that because I don't like to add too much color. I don't want to add too much color. I just want to add enough color. And then it's like, well, what's enough color? Enough color is enough color. So that's what enough color is. And my thing is like, be happy that you're in the group. Doo-doo. Here. In that coloring group. There you go. I like that. Okay, I think this goes a little further that we're not paying attention to. All right, so I like what's going on with this. I like all the shapes. I like all of those things. It really, I could do something right there, which I think I will. I think I'm gonna add a little black right there though, not blue or the other colors. So I'm gonna add a little black. So I'm gonna open my black up and see if my black. Yes, it is. It's like, is my black still usable? Would be the question. So I'm going to come right here, and there's this little circle area, and I'm going to make that black. I'm going to make that black because I really like that. But I'm going to have to really dab it in because the wood is just literally sucking the life, sucking the life out of everything. It's just dry, 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 dry. So we have to come up with other methods of reaching to. Okay, so there we go. All right, so I made that black, and then I'm going to add some little, because there's lines that are coming from it, but I'm not going to do it all the way to like I did the other ones. I'm just going to do a few of them. I'm just going to do a few of them. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to do all the lines doing its thing. I'm just going to do a few of them. Do a few of them. And let them do their thing. Do your thing. So that's one of the reasons why. I like doing these because I can have a little fun with them. I can have a little fun with those. So I'm going to come right here. Do another one. This looks like an eyebrow or something. I'll let you see it in a minute. I'll do one more. There we go. We got one more in there. And I really like this. It turned out really cool. And I'm going to add another color right here because that's a circle. That's a circle too. But I'm going to switch up my colors. I've used a lot of purple. I think that would look nice. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use, there's some green too. That green, that's a really pretty green. But I'm going to get purple. And I think I have purple over here. Let me see. Is that purple? That is not purple. That's blue. So, and I can use this purple, but I want to use a purple pearlescent color. So I'm going to see where my purple pearlescent color. I think it's over here. I think it's over here. That's a purple. Yeah, that's no, here's the purple. All right, so got some purple. Got some purple pearlescent color. So here we go. So we got some purple pearlescent color, and we're going to use that. We'll use the purple pearlescent color. Now we're also going to use the purple this because I like using this because it's a little thicker than the pearlescent color, but it's not as liquefying. And so I'm going to use some of that as well as the pearlescent color. And I'm going to use the top. I'm going to use the top. So we're going to add some of this. Let me show you. Did I show you? All right, let me lift it up so you can see some of the things I've done so far on there. And there's some of the design that I've done so far. And I'm going to do some more. So now I'm about to add some purple to this particular one. I'm going to add some purple to it now. And I think this is going to be really, really fun. These colors, once I get them all kind of done. Let's add some more of this pearlescent color. There we go, because I want the pearlescent color. And it won't really affect everything. So I really want to use the pearlescent color, but I did mix a little bit. So I'm going to put the pearlescent color down here on this piece. I'm going to circle it out. I'm going to circle this out. And yeah, it has some serious vibe here with the flow. It has a really nice flow. So I'm going to follow that. I'm going to follow this contour that's right here with this purple because I don't do a lot with the purple. So I definitely want to follow this contour with the purple because it's almost like a little bit of music right in here. It's like music. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. So that's what it's feeling like some music flowing. It's like a flowing music. That's what it feels like right here when I'm doing these. So I'm going to stick with that and see where it goes. I don't know. Some of it is just going back down into, certain areas, and some of it is flowing differently. So we're just going to kind of go with the flow. Let it flow. Let's see, over here, I'll let that flow too. It's like hair. It's like a little lady with amazing hair. That's what it looks like. There we go. So this is going to be a lot of fun when it's done, because of the way it's done. And then I'm going to go around, because I can go around now. I can go around to the round part of it. There we go. And do another round to the round part of it. Yeah. So I'm just going around in it. And then this part, I'm just going to do the whole thing in this purple. And I'm going to add a little bit of this purple too, because I like a deeper purple. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. That purple with the pearlescent purple. And that'll give me a really nice purple. So I got hair on me. Hair. Get rid of that. So there we go. So I like the pearlescent purple. And I like the regular purple. And so I added that to this portion of it. So, all right. So I think this is as far as we're going to get tonight. I mean, I might work a little bit more tonight, but I'm going to sign off. So definitely, if you are around on Friday, I will be streaming from the gallery for the show. We are still watching, so definitely look out for that so you guys can follow the live stream for that exhibit portion. Make sure you guys are hanging out with me so that you can watch that online while while I'm at the actual exhibit. I'll be live streaming from the actual exhibit so that you guys can be a part of that as well. So you can be a part of it as well. Live stream. Live stream. I think I'm gonna add a little green because I don't have any green and I really like this green. So I'm going to add a little more green and then I'm going to sign off. I'll show you guys one more time what this looks like and then I'm going to sign off because it's getting late and I got to wash my hair and I got a ton of other stuff to do before I leave on Friday for the exhibit. For the exhibit, yes. So I'm going to use this because I like this little area right here. And I'm going to make this little area green. So I might add the resin tonight. I don't know, but I might. If not, I will definitely add the resin tomorrow. And if I add the resin tomorrow, I'll do it with you guys watching. If I add it tonight, I might just record it and then you can see it tomorrow. But it just depends on when I add it. So, ta-da! I think that is all right there that I'm going to do today. But I do like, I'm glad I did decide to add that green because I really like that green on there. Nice green. And I'm going to do this with the green because I like that. Like what's going on there. Just like what's going on with it, what I'm doing with it. Like I said, I'm just adding little shapes here and there, not a lot. Not really focusing on perfect. I'm not doing that. So, but it's turning out pretty cool. All right, let me let you see what I've done so far. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a black wash on it. We'll see. Here we go. I'm going to show it to you what I've done so far. So here we go. You see all the color shapes that I've done. And this is going to be pretty exciting once I add the different the resin to it because it looks really cool. So that's what I've done so far to this piece of wood. Like I said, I'm having fun with wood and doing different things to it. So definitely look up the gallery. Hold on. Definitely look up the gallery that my exhibit will be in Kansas. It is the Four Chapter Gallery. So Four Chapter dot gallery. You should be able to go and see my exhibit and my speaking dates. So definitely go and check that out. And if you're in Kansas City, stop by and see me this Friday. I will be there. So I'm going to sign off. This is almost an hour. I wasn't thinking about that. Oh, I did. I think didn't show you a few things that these right here were from the Creative Quarantine. I love these. This one right here is Namaste. You see? So these are some of my smaller ones that I created during the Creative Quarantine. This right here, you have peace. So I like making these. These are really tiny ones that I don't usually make, these really small ones, but I really liked making them. I had a lot of fun. And this is a paper that I had that I cut from another paper to make something else. And so I had these in the drawer because I saved these. I saved these sheets when I cut them down. And so I was able to make these pieces. And actually, I'm just going to keep these and make other smaller pieces when I find these size pieces because I think those are fun, fun, fun. So those were 4 pieces that I did from the Creative Quarantine and just had a lot of fun making them. Those are really awesome, 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 awesome sauce. So until tomorrow, I will definitely see you guys again. I'm going to bring this up one more time. This is the exhibit. Remember, Four Chapters Gallery. Go in, check it out, and put it in there in your browser, Four Chapter dot gallery, and you should be able to see, go and see the details to the exhibit at the Four Chapter Gallery in Kansas City, Missouri. So would love to have you stop by if you're in that area on Friday, but the exhibit will be up for the full month of February. It ran from January to February. So definitely stop by and check it out. So I will see you guys later.